Hi guys, it is week 2, March 23rd through the 27th. We're going to be focusing on building our community during this isolation. So just like last week, you guys are going to be completing Lexia 20 minutes a day. That should be about 20 units per week. And I know you have a lot of times for grammar and word study, so if those combined do not get you to 100 minutes in that week, then go ahead and complete 1 unit in comprehension to help you get that remaining 20 minutes. Also, make sure you're reading for 20 minutes and doing your reading reflection once a week. Your journal, make sure you are writing about your coronavirus isolation experience. At least 50 words per day. What I've read so far has been fantastic. I'm really enjoying reading those. If you reformat your journals, I'm totally fine with that. Just make sure you add the dates as you go so we can see the progress. And then your 1 weekly assignment this week is isolation bingo. So you need to have 5 boxes done weekly. This does not mean you have to do one every day. You do 5 in one day, or you could do 2 one day, 2 the next, 1 to finish up. It's up to you how you want to space that out. And you also have a design for change assignment that you are going to start. And today or this week, you're just going to be answering into the Padlet. So let's go a little bit more in detail with all of these things. So again, not Padlet, Lexia. 20 minutes a day. I'll be checking your units completed and time spent. Each unit should take 5, it really is 3 to 8 minutes depending on the lesson because some of the units are quite short for grammar. So 3 to 5 minutes to complete. And if you're struggling with something in one of the units, you can sign up for an individual conference or come during my office hours. My cat, hi, say hey, Grandpa, to ask questions. He's gonna get right in front of the computer, but that's okay. Next, you know, this was there last week, but I did make some changes. Do this, do this. You can see it says 45 minutes here and 25 here, so 45 plus 25 is only 70 minutes. So you would need to do some comprehension to get your 100 minutes a week. So do this if you need to complete your weekly time after word study and grammar. And then check your progress. That way you can see how you're moving up and where you're lowest so you can concentrate on that. Independent reading, 20 minutes a day. Audiobooks are fine, books read on YouTube are fine, ebooks are fine, paper books, all of those are fine. And reading, remember, reading is the best way to become a good reader. My cat. This should be entertaining for you guys. So here are some links to some free or cheap. Some of them are cheap ebooks and audiobooks, like 99¢, like less than $5 if you are willing to spend money, but there are a lot of free ones out there as well. This will be posted on your in Google Classroom. I'm going to post the slides for you. So Johnston County Public Library, from what I've noticed, is kind of difficult to navigate. We'll go there and look really quickly. And then Audible Stories is great. Audible is giving free stories away for students. So you'll be able to explore the collection, select a title, and start listening. Super simple and easy. Here's the public library access. You would go to the cloud library, ebooks and audiobooks, and you would sign in with your Johnston County School ID, so that number that you use for SchoolNet, and it'll give you an account to check out ebooks and check out audiobooks. It's just hard to sort through because it's not just young adult novels, it's children's books as well as adult books. So it is a little overwhelming, but not impossible to use. You also have Get Epic, and if you have younger siblings, this will be good for them too. I'm going to open up, oh, here it is. And it has a link for students. I will set you up a class code, and you will be able to get a digital library. So the highest age is 9 to 12, so you'll be able to choose from a lot of books. Some of them might be a little bit below your reading level, but that's okay. It'll be fun reads. And you also have BookBub and daily free books. Where you can get them for cheap, not necessarily for free. They do have some free ones, but it's mainly cheap ones. And daily free books will show you Amazon books that are free to download. So there's lots of free ones here. And then last, audiobooks on YouTube. Obviously this is free because it's YouTube. And if you don't like the ones the link I put here, you can just search YA Books audiobooks in YouTube, and there are hundreds to choose from. But the playlist that I put up has 97 different audiobooks for you to choose from. So lots in there. Look, John Green, you guys know him. You listen to him all the time in social studies. It has some pretty good ones in here. If you're looking for a book recommendation, you can come to Conference Times or email me, and I will try to point you in a good direction. And for Get Epic, I will put the class code here once I create it, and I will do that before posting all of this. Journal topics. You have your journal already in Google Classroom, but I came up with 13 different prompts. No, you do not have to do all of these. Choose one per day, or 1 or 2 per day. And if you see yourself needing to repeat any of these throughout your journal because things change or your answer is totally different, that's totally fine. These are going to be our repeats for indefinitely. We'll use that word. That word's been thrown around a lot lately. Indefinitely, because we don't know how long we'll be doing this. And my cat's trying to eat my headphone cord right now. Ah! Just bit me, but not hard, don't worry. All right, so isolation bingo and design for change. This is your one assignment for this week. For isolation bingo, you're going to choose one of the activities to complete each day, and you're going to report this experience on Flipgrid. You do not have to show your face, but we do want to hear your voice, and you can get your family involved. Make sure you do 20 total, but that's not this week, so you're going to do 1 for each box, just 5 this week. And if you want, you can share publicly on social media if you have it. And if you share, please let us know so we can be on the lookout. Let's look at your Flipgrid. Here's their isolation bingo. Your PDF is here. I showed you a little bit last week, but you have 20 boxes. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, I have things for you to do once a day if you're bored. If you're not bored, you can do multiple ones in a day. Just do it on your own time. And then you'll post them here. If you post once, you can post your other videos and your comments as your responses. You don't have to keep posting 20 videos because that would be a lot to search through, but you can just do your own feed in here. And you guys like my video? This is a person who got really bored during social isolation and made this sock puppet to eat cars. I got a kick out of it. Alright, so that's it for isolation bingo. Super simple. Next is Design for Change. Design for Change has challenged us. Their website for this is not live yet, but once it is live, I will share it with you. Our driving question is, how can you safely, this important word there, safely make an impact right now, whether that's virtually or through the hashtag doorstep challenge. So this week you're just going to complete the Feel and Imagine section, and you're going to do this in Padlet. I'm going to open up the Padlet right now so you can see. Your Feel, that's where you connect. I want you to find out more about this pandemic, so you can do a little research. Nothing you have to document, but just research how it's impacting others. And then look for news clips and articles or social media clips to learn more. And then I want you to choose a neighbor or a community organization who is impacted by this pandemic and write about who you've chosen below. It doesn't have to be anything long, 2 or 3 sentences. Tell me who you've chosen and why. Then you're going to imagine, and this is going to be your brainstorm section, consider all the ways you can take action virtually and in person. Jot them down below, then select one way, just one way to take action that would make an impact in your community and is safe for you and others. So you're going to, again, I want to see your list, so brainstorm as much in your list as possible. And then like beside it, you can put which 1 or 2 you've chosen. So these are the 2 that you are going to complete. Here on this spreadsheet, I try to make getting to the Flipgrid as easy as possible. The directions are here, so you can see what you're supposed to do on the Flipgrid. It's everything that I've just told you. I'll also post this in Google Classroom. You have your Flipgrid link. If you want to scan the QR code with your phone and do it that way, that's totally fine. It's not showing up yet. There it is. That's totally fine. And the QR code is here as well if you want to scan this sheet. And your isolation bingo is here, and I'll post the PDF as well. So you have everything in multiple places, so you have to find things. And then, last, stay safe. If you have questions, you can email me. If you want to DM me on Instagram or FaceTime me on Instagram, you guys taught me that was a thing. You can connect with me there. Or if you sign up for a Zoom meeting, I will meet you there as well. So lots of ways to connect this week. Miss you guys. Love you guys. Hope you're all doing well. And hope to see you soon.